Welcome to another session of Stelmo's Rants and Raves. I'm perusing internet here this morning, and at thelibertydaily.com, I see this big headline here: 17 Americans disembark at Canary Islands from hantavirus cruise. Here we go again. I've said it before, and I'm going to probably have to say it 10,000 times, and it'll still do no good. But there is no pushback, and there has been no pushback. Perhaps maybe if Fauci had been charged, or, I know Fauci got a pardon because one party definitely doesn't want coming out in a trial what actually happened. And maybe they wouldn't be successful. But that's not the reason not to try. Because with pushback, it's going to cost these people money and they're not going to like it. So maybe it will, at least to some degree, modify their behavior. We've been told, or at least I've been told all my life, that the reason that we have sentences for crimes is it's a deterrent. And the more heinous the crime, the longer the sentence, up to and including, in some cases, death. But here, there's nothing. These people aren't charged criminally. They're not charged civilly. They're just left alone. So does anybody not believe that this is COVID round 2? That's exactly what this is. The only difference, I would say, is this one is rearing its ugly head a little bit sooner in Trump's second term than COVID did in his first term. But yeah, they got away with it. No charges. So that's what's happening again. And they're hoping that this somehow is going to catapult them back into power. Some of this stuff is seemingly so predictable. Now, okay, maybe down the road it'll be proven I'm wrong. But, I read an article about this hantavirus, and this is the only strain that can be transferred from human to human. What a coincidence that is. Yeah, that just so happens that it shows up on a cruise ship. And the scary thing about this hantavirus is the fact that a person may have been exposed, and it may take up to 6 weeks before they start showing symptoms. And they want us to believe that they're going to keep a lid on this. I don't know who's lying who. Now, look, I get it. The president and his administration, they can't come out and say, oh my God, this is terrible. It's going to be really bad. They can't say any of that stuff because, boy, then the public would really go berserko. Although I guess they're going berserko now anyway, so what's a little bit more? It's a crazy world we live in. And I hope I'm wrong. I hope that maybe 6 months from now, I can come back on here and say, you know what? I thought that hantavirus was going to be so much worse than it actually turned out being. I really hope that's the case. But unfortunately, I think it's going to be the opposite. It's going to be far worse than they're anticipating at this point in time. Because having such a long incubation period, there's no way you can keep track of every person or people that a potentially infected person has come down with. And we already see here in America, I think it's in New Jersey already, he's got a case, and oh yes, we're monitoring it. And I'm sure that they're going to be able to figure out every person that they had contact with uh, in 6 weeks, including every store clerk or bank teller. Uh, no, they're just not going to be able to do that at all. This thing, I'm afraid, is going to spread. Look, what's the bottom line here? I implore anyone who might listen to this to Google the Georgia Guidestones. Now, for people who know or are aware of these Guidestones, I'm not going to go into a long-winded explanation of them right now. And let me say, eventually someone in the public had enough of this and they blew the thing up. But it had the Loon's 10 Commandments written on this thing in 8 different languages. And as best I can remember, the very one up at the top was the population of the earth shall not exceed, I think it was 800 million, or some obscenely low number compared to the current population of the planet. But it seems that there's a lot of wealthy individuals, and it's strongly suspected that one of them is Bill Gates. And they're funding a lot of this stuff because they believe that the earth is overpopulated and that everyone is going to die unless they can get the population down to a workable number. And so I strongly suspect that's what's happening here. And the fact that American they're proven time and time again, they're sheep. You know, the fact that there's been no repercussions from COVID with all the people who had, that needed the services of an undertaker. Hopefully that can be said here. I'm not so sure anymore because they try to gag us as much as they can, because the last thing that these people want is the truth coming out. They despise the truth. But it is what it is. And I'm going on record. I'm saying right now that this antivirus is going to be far worse than they're anticipating. It's going to get out and about into the population. They're never going to be able to, and it's going to once again destroy all of the supply chains and stuff. And even more so than what we're going to experience from the war in Iran. So, you know, this is just a crazy time to be alive. You just don't know from one day to the next what kind of looniness is going to hit you and what kind of Kool-Aid they're putting out there for you to drink. It's sad. It's also, I guess, to a certain degree scary, but there's not a lot we can do, I suppose, individually. Collectively, there's a lot we can do, but so far, I'm seeing little signs of any grassroots movement to cover some of the serious issues that this country is facing. You know, the Tea Party was very active there for a number of years, and they were protesting the amount of our debt all those years ago, and today it's so much worse. So much worse. And yet everybody's meek as could be. Yeah, a lot of politicians, they're all saying the same thing. It's unsustainable. But I don't see any of them embarking on a sustainable way to look at it. So I just hope I'm proven wrong. I hope I can come on here because, trust me, I love saying it, especially in something like this. Hey, I hope I'm wrong, but I don't think I am. I think we're going to suffer as a country. The world is going to suffer. And until the people are willing to say enough is enough, put their foot down, and let these politicians know that they're serious, it's going to keep happening. It's going to keep happening. And people are not going to, one day a lot of these people are going to wake up and they're not going to like where they find themselves. Now is the time to speak up while you still have that right, because the Lord knows they want to take that from you. So anyway, that's my opinion on this hantavirus. And I want to wish you all a good day. Stay safe. It's a crazy world out there, and it gets crazier by the day. Thank you. Bye-bye.